I bet this'll lead out.
Here, boy.
It's another one of those maps.
Follow me, Atreus.
There he is. I hope he remembers us. How's it going, Charlie? Is your witch friend here?
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. Or what it sounded like in my head, anyway. Charlie. Here we go!
Ready yourself, boy!
right?
Adequate.
I think we have a complete set of those now.
Go! Here, boy.
I know those runes. That's Vinder. When? Must be for that sand bowl down there.
Vinder. Vinder. Oh, dummy. Come on.
What does it say?
Falcon, hawk, and turtle dove. Swim aloft in oceans above. Ah, wind. Vinder. Look what it did! Father, she is here. It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous. They're wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand? Do you understand? Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore. Now, what's this about a head? Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table. Pamela. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
It worked!
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir, once, yes. But no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Are you really going to lecture me about that?
We are leaving, boy.
But...
Now.
You're welcome.
did you do that?
We cannot trust her.
Because she's a god?
Have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your council head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for me.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
So, Mimir, why did Freya spit in your face?
No. Speak of Baldur. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye, Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
Hope he's not broken. Mimir, we're in the lake.
Perfect. Dock us near the bridge.
Ed, how do we speak to the serpent?
There's a horn on a platform at the middle point of the bridge. Take me to it.
Finally, that horn. Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue made in honor of Thor. And seeing as the world serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
All right, wish me luck. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. You'll envy me. I've still got it, lads. He remembers me. Why, you... Oh, no, that's not right. Mokuno huntun kun. Eko no thun no punora. He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you. Efniun Fokuar. Curious.
What is it?
Nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're heading in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one on the peak where we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is, and it's not far.
He looked kind of mad for a moment there.
Now that, you thought I said you were friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
Wait, look! The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Which way to the chisel?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad. Nightmare! What awful pain!
That's it. Thought they'd be tougher.
Boy.
Yes, sir. Treasure map. All right.
I have a favor to ask. Do you remember the dagger you gave me?
The dagger stabbed into the Reaver's back? His own son killed him? Yeah, I haven't forgotten that one.
Well, I traced it to a group of Reavers that operate out of the Northree stronghold. I'd wager that's where they took their haul from Fafnir's storeroom, along with that whetstone that I could use to help you.
Another treasure hunt? Pointless.
Well, not if Sindri really can make us better equipment with that whetstone.
I can do whatever you
Plus, the Reaver's son. He murdered his father.
sometimes the best purchase is the one we don't make. That's a deal.
What is this place?
Could it be? The Eight Thrones.
Stop being coy-head. Do you know this place or not?
Mimir, the smartest man alive. I know many things.
Well, whatever this place is, it looks important.
To who? There is little of value here.
Well, you gentlemen certainly know how to get around. Why don't you tell me how all this began with Boulder?
He just knocked on our door.
Boulder of Asgard just knocked on your door.
Yeah, he just showed up and started a fight. He said he wanted to know something. He said, I know what you are.
Oh, well, we'll circle back to that later. What exactly did he want to know?
I was under the floor by then.
He said I already knew what he wanted. Perhaps he mistook me for another.
That's quite interesting.
Oh there. Got another favor to ask you two.
What do you want, dwarf?
I got another lead on my old pal on Vari. Meet me at the Lawn Soother Mines. There's some fancy-dancy loot in it for you.
Another lead? But we already found him. Well, found his hand anyways.
I'll explain at the mines. These ones is just south of the river pass. Now you two want something, or you just gonna stand there all gag-scrapped and slack-jawed?
Sons of Thor?
Aye, Magni and Modi. Two bigger twits you won't likely find in the halls of Asgard. They'll do anything their uncle puts them up to.
They are fools?
Well, dangerous fools, to be sure. When they work together, they're formidable. But too often it's a petty competition. Terribly strong, even as children. I remember the time Hrungnir the Brawler fell upon Thor.
Another time, Head.
Aw. Wow. It's hot here. But is that snow?
Ash. It only falls like that for great fires.
The whole realm is a great fire. The source of fire itself. And all the sun and stars, if legend is to be believed.
Should we believe? I mean, we're here, and we're not on fire.
Not yet.
Well, you know, I suppose it's cooled considerably since the dawn of creation, hasn't it? Niflheim isn't exactly ice these days either. It's in the nature of things. Extremes are tempered by time. Fires burn colder, men grow old and grey, heads are chopped off and attached to belts. Such is life.
Okay, Mimir.
Another one here.
This one's called Surtur. Must be a fire giant.
Aye, the first and original.
Makes a flaming sword.
A weapon of legend.
He fights Thor and Odin. But is that the past or the future?
That may be a matter of perspective.
What'll it be? Maybe next time. Let's do it. Sorry you wasted my time.
Listen. I hear a voice.
Another elf?
I don't think so. It's coming from up there. The voice! It's just around this corner. Oh. It's a great big sword. It wants to know if we're ready. The gate's closed.
Prepare yourself, boy.
Yes, sir. Draugr! Got more coming! Need more easy. And look, there's loot!
Wouldn't it be nice to find some incense just once? The smell of brimstone gets old quickly.
Okay, what's good? Right. Lots of luck.
So what do you think, Mimir? What does Baldur want with us?
Well, let's look at what we know. Baldur is Odin's finest tracker, bar none. If he wants you, you have to consider the possibility that Odin wants you. And as for what Odin wants, on this I have some expertise.
What could we have that Odin doesn't? He's like the king of gods.
Of the Aesir, aye. But his reach is not unlimited. And where he cannot reach, he is preoccupied with going. He's certainly tortured me enough about it over the years.
Whoa. Saying he's trying to get to Jotunheim too?
Aye. It ranks among his foremost obsessions.
But that doesn't make any sense, Mimir.
Oh? When did I stop making sense?
You're saying Baldur tracked us down to find the way to Jotunheim. But that was before we knew Jotunheim is where we needed to go. That's crazy.
Except for one thing. You are headed for Jotunheim, so he was right.
I'm so confused.
Well then, clearly you've been listening.
What's got you all bum-fuzzled over there? Get going!
Atreus, to me.
Okay, I'm coming. Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore, but a rather senseless waste of precious life. Wouldn't you agree, brother? And we'll pick this up later.
You were in the middle of a story before. What were you saying about the Long War?
Enough was enough. And at last, Odin's most brilliant advisor became determined to find a more enlightened path. He set about to broker a peace between the gods. It took some convincing, but ultimately Odin was persuaded to marry his deadliest enemy, a certain Vanir goddess, legendary not only for her fertile beauty, but her genius at the very Vanir magic that Odin had long aspired to master.
Freya married Odin? What was in it for her?
It was a sacrifice to protect her people, a selfless act of love. Truly, she deserves better than she got. But of course, there's more to that story.
Gulvik, you were taken from this realm too early.
You who walks among the living, my beloved Gulvig calls to me. She yearns for peace, yet her remains lie in pieces. I beg of you, make my Gulvig whole again.
You want us to collect her bones? Gross.
Gulvig's Sather magic knows no bounds. She can reunite you with those you've lost.
Really? How?
Boy.
I can smell your grief, child. Rest assured, her magic is strong enough to create bridges between life and death, if only for a short while.
Boy, we are leaving.
They've taken 3 of Sweet Gulvig's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring me her bones, child. Gulvig will reward you.
These bones pulse with magic.
It must be Gulvig. Could we just hold on to it? Maybe we'll find the rest of them.
This spirit lies to you, boy.
How would you know?
I have known many spirits. They are all liars.
This one is different. I know it.
You know very little.
Ah, Fafnir. I always wondered what became of him.
Wait, Fafnir? Like, Fafnir's storeroom Fafnir?
The very one.
But Sindri said he was a dwarf.
He was. Now he's a dragon. Funny how life works, isn't it?
He's chained up.
Perhaps we should keep an eye out for binding shrines and free the poor bastard. Aye, lads?
How did your friend become a dragon, Mimir?
Oh, he's no friend of mine. The constant source of annoyance amongst Aesir and Vanir alike.
Then why free him?
Trust the recently liberated brother. No one deserves to be held captive like this. Greedy little dwarf come dragon.
Focus up, boy. You've never answered the boy's question, Head. How did this dwarf become a dragon?
I don't know for certain, though I'd wager his penchant for stealing magical artifacts had something to do with it. Must have stolen a trinket from the wrong Vanir goddess. Changed since we last crossed paths. I had legs. Go, you wee little bugger. Well, dragon hasn't done
Hi,
much for his
Dylan.
personality.
How you doing, man? And congratulations, that's a bloody good achievement right there. She's not an easy opponent, but the second you manage to beat her, yeah, I remember that feeling.
Trusting a spirit to keep its word is foolish, boy.
But if there's even a chance, don't you want to see Mom again?
Of course I... She is gone, Atreus. You must accept this.
I do, but to see her again, just one more time.
Why do you believe him? You do not know him or who he was. All of this is sinister.
He wants to see someone he loved again. I understand how that feels. I don't think there's anything sinister about it.
Hope is blinding your instincts, boy.
Hope is blinding your instincts, son.
Something interesting.
Did you now? Well, color me interested. See, you boys ran afoul of some travelers. Or them travelers ran afoul of you, more like.
Who are they? What do they want?
Dunno. Oh, you ask a lot of questions. Sure, I'm open. Your winning smiles armor enough, but why take chances? That there's quality material. Rate you're going, might last a day. Well, what else were we talking about?
Damn it.
Go scuff that up. Looks good. You hitting the road or chewing the fat?
I can't believe Odin and Freya were ever married.
Love and hate are more closely intertwined than you might imagine. For instance, Odin hates the giants and they him. But Thor's own mother was the giantess Björgun, one of Odin's great loves.
So Thor's half god and half giant? Weird.
Once Björgun was gone, lonely ages passed for Odin. And as war with the Vanir raged, I could see what he really wanted beneath his bluster. And after no small amount of convincing, Freya agreed. For a while there, he really turned on the charm. He seemed happy. He seemed interested in making her happy. He granted her so many wishes I could scarcely recall them all. The peace held, and I truly believed all had worked out better than I could have planned. But Odin's true face showed itself again in the end. Oh, he won Freya's trust, and she taught him some of her Vanir magic, another choice she would live to bitterly regret. Sadly, despite his wise counsellors' best efforts to persuade him that peace was the only true path to stave off Ragnarok, Odin never let go of his obsession with Jotunheim. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Focus up!
I think you got us. That was easy.
I cannot rest while my mother's murderer stands above my father's grave.
Ready? Tell me when! How was that?
You are more focused.
What's that down there? So Odin and Freya could have been happy, but he only wanted her magic?
Aye. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
This is where the tower to Jotunheim should be. Feels strange somehow.
No doubt some arcane magics were involved. I would be not at all surprised to learn you were sensitive to that.
You want a beach here? So Odin and Freya could have been happy, but he only wanted her magic?
Aye. The taste of Vanir magic led him to new forms of experimentation and new levels of depravity.
something down there. What happened here?
Shipwreck.
Well, yeah. I wonder why it crashed. Wow, there was another shipwreck under the water. We can beach over here. Okay, obviously the marriage to Odin didn't last, but how did Frey end up a hermit in the woods?
Oh, that was a singular piece of cruelty, even for Odin. As if the marriage wasn't punishment enough. Freya was better to him than he deserved. She stuck it out through all manner of indignity, all in the name of maintaining peace and safety for her people. But Odin's madness, his tyranny, his corruption of her magics, it became more than she could stomach, and at long last she broke it off. Odin's wrath was fierce, and his curses upon her were more than she dared to fear.
But her magic was so much stronger than his.
After so much time together, he knew her vulnerabilities, and exploited them to craft curses she could never break.
Oh, like not being able to leave Midgard.
Worse still, he robbed her of her warrior spirit. Freya cannot fight, even to defend herself. No living thing may she harm by blade nor spell. In a world this belligerent, what choice does she have but isolation?
Poor Freya. I guess if I was her, I'd spit in your face too.
Aye, lad. So would I.
Both are Freymood.
Are you okay?
No, son. My goods are underwater. My men are drowned, and yet their bodies continue to walk the beaches.
Hellwalkers. They plague these lands.
I was their captain. They died because of me. But these abominations sully their memories. I will find a way to free them from their tortured state. In this, I am determined. A thunderstorm scattered all 3 of my ships across the lake. I know not what I did to anger Thor, but his judgment was swift and brutal.
map. Golvik's bones.
What will you say to her?
To Golvik?
Your mother. What have you left unsaid?
I guess... I just want to know if she's okay.
She is dead, boy.
I know that. You don't understand.
Neither do you.
A wolverine!
A dangerous beast. We will take him down together.
What would you say to Mom?
Nothing.
Nothing?
There is nothing left to say.
What about everything we've done so far? That man coming to the house? Talking to the world serpent? We've done so many amazing things. I just want to tell her about them. Don't you?
What else would you say to her?
I tell her that we're both okay. Not to worry about us.
Atreus, I miss her too. You know this.
I thought I knew very little. Amir, there was a shrine about a giant lady with lots of books and visions.
Ah, that would be Groa, the Knowledge Keeper. She was a gifted sorceress who gathered every tome of arcane wisdom she could find in the realms, all in the hopes of augmenting her powers of prophecy, that she might find her lost husband, Arvandil. But it was not her husband she would glimpse in her visions, for it was Groa, seeing longer and farther than any before or since, who witnessed Ragnarok, the end and the beginning. Odin caught word of her ultimate prophecy. He maneuvered to obtain her knowledge and hoard it for himself. Groa knew Odin as a long-time patron of her services, and so she welcomed him into her library as a friend. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Look here.
Sir. Another map. Great. fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this. Here we go!
The final bone.
Yeah.
We might as well return them to the spirit. Maybe he will keep his word.
I know she's not coming back, okay? I know. Never mind. Let's just go return the bones. What's that down there? Come here. Can you finish that story you started?
Odin schemed to capture the visions of Ragnarok recorded by Groa, the Knowledge Keeper. What she did not know is that Odin himself was behind her husband's disappearance, having used his enchantments to conceal his death at Thor's hands from her sight. Smiling, jealous Odin took her by the throat, and with his very hands he stole her library and her life for his own.
I always knew Odin was bad. That's just...
Ruthless, barbaric, heartless? That's Odin. In fact, we would do well to sit here in silence for the next few moments and reflect on Odin's capacity for cruelty. And so...
Reflect longer.
Never seen one.
Were all those guys part of his crew? That's a tough crew.
And all were his responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility.
Does it frighten you? Responsibility.
Oh, no. I don't think so. I mean, I think it used to, but not as much anymore.
Why is that?
Well, being out here, with you, makes me feel more grown up. Seriously, how did this one captain lead so many men?
He had their loyalty, so they followed.
And then they all died. He must have been a bad leader.
Why do you think that?
Well, he led all these men to their deaths.
True. But these men chose to follow. Even good leaders make poor choices. The best take responsibility for them. Remember this.
Sorry, I had my headset turned off for a minute. Welcome. And yeah, I've always believed that Thor is going to beat Kratos, but we don't know for sure if he's going to die. I can't see Kratos winning the first fight against Thor. I can't see that. Thor is going to have to beat him once, at least. You know, especially if he's the primary villain in the next game. You don't want him to be a weak villain, do you? You want him to be tough. Baldur was tough, but he was invulnerable. But Thor, that guy's a monster. Fucking powerhouse. So yeah. He may die, he may not. At the very least, he'll probably be beaten. No.
is over.
God damn, can't believe I missed that. Mists of Helheim. Good stuff.
Knocking this one down! Phew. That was the last ship. I hope the captain will be satisfied now.
Unlikely. He was determined to put these men to rest himself.
But he would have never been able to.
That does not matter to him. Our victory will only remind him of his failure.
Then, why do we do this? sir. Another map. Bet we'll find something useful here. Father, why did you really want to help the sphere?
You need the experience.
I've had plenty of experience fighting these things. What's the real reason?
This man inspired loyalty. He took responsibility for his mistakes, and he was determined to fix them. These are good lessons for you.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
Mimir, is there a story for the giant with the flaming sword?
Stuart the Brave. Or I can just tell you the story later.
My men are...
That's right. We we laid them all to rest.
I see. So even in death, I am a failure.
But in life you were honorable, strong-willed, and you inspired loyalty. These are good qualities, aren't they, boy?
Yeah. I couldn't believe how many men followed you here.
I thank you for your kind words. May your journey have a more pleasant end than mine.
Well, you're right. You didn't seem very satisfied. I guess you never really get over losing ones you care about.
Never.
What did the spirit leave us?
An offering to one of the gods.
Can we use it?
No, but perhaps the dwarves can.
Mimir, can you start that story again from before? Wasn't it Stuart the Brave?
Of course. We've spoken so much of frost giants. It's about time we instead met the most fiery giant of all. Back when Ymir first emerged from Ginnungagap, it was Stuart who followed next. He came from Muspelheim, the fire realm, bringing heat to the young cosmos, conjuring the sun from his primordial flame. But let's come back to that flaming sword, shall we? Stuart the Brave forged his sword of flame for one purpose alone: to burn down Asgard when Ragnarok comes at last. His destiny is to fall in the hands of Thor and Odin, but in so doing, strike the blow that leaves their realm in ash and ruin. And from that destruction, the world can be born anew. Until then, alone he waits in Muspelheim, never sleeping, ever honing his fiery blade. Brave, generous suit, who knows he lives but to his doom. All because he chooses to serve a grand cycle so much bigger than himself. To truly embrace your purpose and the patience and sacrifice it demands is to ensure your day will come.
Do you think we'll be there when that day comes?
I've seen enough of war between the gods, but you, little brother, who can say?
Oh, shit.
Ready, father! Watch out! Leosta! Not ready! At the red!
Our enemies are strong.
Yeah, I think. Came here to get this.
Got it!
Ed, you are full of stories. When will you tell one that entertains?
I beg your pardon?
He just insulted you.
Yeah, I got that. So you want a corker, do you? Very well, my brothers. I'll tell you the story of Hrungnir, the brawler. The real story.
There was a huge battle, right? His shrine had him in the middle, fighting off Aesir.
A pretty story, but no. Hrungnir, you see, was born with neither head nor heart. So the giants had to complete him with stone. He was strong, to be sure, but also a perfect simpleton. Or I can just tell you the story later.
We have collected the rest of your woman's corpse spirit. Show us this magic you have promised.
Ah, my sweet Gulvik, whole again. Rise, dear Gulvik. Awaken, O powerful Gulvik!
Evni ukar bitjast.
She says she'll honor our request
Eldi fagna.
and reunite us.
Indauder!
Okay, you were right.
Keep it up!
All right, say it. I told you so.
I told you so.
You are naive, foolish boy.
This is true as well. But do not take your disappointment out on me, boy. Take it as a lesson.
Yes, sir. Mimir, you were in the middle of a story before.
Was I? Oh, yes! The real story of Hrungnir the Brawler. A giant with... head and heart of stone. Odin met him wandering in Midgard one day. Found him so amusing, so harmless, so gullible, that he invites him back to his palace in Asgard. There he gives Hrungnir his fill of mead, and goads him into all manner of boasts and antics, all for the amusement of the court. I was there. I saw the Aesir laugh as Hrungnir leapt upon his shield and swore he'd kill us all and take our womenfolk back to Jotunheim. Then Thor shows up. And does he laugh? Oh no. Thor takes one look at the drunken stone buffoon, brings down Mjolnir on his head so hard that he's got chunks of Hrungnir in his own skull to this day. Thor is so startled by the face full of rock, he doesn't notice Hrungnir's body topple right onto him with a sickening crunch. And again, the roars of laughter echo through the palace halls.
That's an awful story, Mimir. Nothing like the ones Mother told me.
Let that be a lesson, my son. Truth is seldom so pretty as myth and legend.
Beacon Beach over here.
Well, looky who decided to show. Talk to this here ring.
What? I can't hear thoughts from rings, Brock. It's talking to me! It's Andvari!
Ha! Knew it.
He says he went to the Velnder mines to observe his mistake, but then the Soul Eater attacked, so as he was being ripped apart, he cast a spell that removed his soul and put it in this ring. And then he...
What about all his stuff?
Huh?
Andvari had a workshop here with all sorts of posh doodads and ornatory tools, and one beaut of a hammer. You make mention of it still in there?
You're upsetting him.
Your point? You fellas take Andvari with you and go have a look-see. If you find his hammer, I'll whip up something real nice for you. Hey now, don't go forgetting your entry stone.
Andvari isn't happy about us taking the stuff.
I do not care.
I'm not gonna tell him that. Hostile. I can't yet! I like when they're that easy. Vari says this dwarf was part of his crew. That he died because of his mistakes. He sounds sad.
The ring's grief is of little importance, boy.
Oh, he did not like that. He's warning us not to go down.
Stop listening to the ring, boy. You cannot be trusted. Silence that ring, boy.
I don't know how.
Boy.
Yes, sir. It's another one of those maps. A soul eater.
And a traveler. Guard up.
A dead soul eater. What's a soul eater even doing here? What do you mean it's your fault?
Boy, ignore him.
It's sort of tough for me to ignore. He says this chest will trigger a bunch of traps.
I see no traps.
Sounded so sure about it.
Your skill continues to grow.
Says his workshop is up there. But I know. Don't trust the talking rat. Father, please, just listen. Invari's crew did something bad here. He's glad you destroyed his lab, and he's sorry he kept trying to trick us. His hammer is just through this gate.
This is a fine hammer.
Invari says thank you. Can we keep him?
We will talk to the blue one.
find that hammer?
Here, the alchemist's hammer. His spirit is a nuisance.
Nah, Anvari always was an asshole. Hell of an alchemist, though. Hand him over here and I'll melt him down.
What? You're going to melt down your friend?
A trapped soul's what I need to give your reward some extra oomph. You don't want it?
Father, we can't do that. Here, you hold on to him. He's really useful, I promise.
Fine. So long as he proves his worth.
Kid's a bit of a softie, huh? Well, he'll grow out of it. You take care now. What's it gonna be this time? Proudly, you son of a bitch. Now, about that other thing.
Hey man,
I have a question.
how you doing?
If Ymir was the first giant, where did he come from?
In the beginning, there was Ganumgagop, the great void. There were no realms yet, only primordial forces. There was fire, and there was ice. And there in the void they met and produced...
Water?
more than water. The mystic lifeblood of something entirely new. From this water, Ymir took form and became a being of pure creation and chaos, mother and father to all that came after.
Even the Aesir?
Aye. Every god, man, and beast came first from Ymir's flesh. Though it was the Aesir who thought themselves so superior that they should hold dominion over the rest of creation. It was Odin who took arms against his creator and spilled Ymir's lifeblood with his spear. A necessary evil, he would say, to bring order to the realms. Ymir's torn flesh, Odin would fashion the realm of Midgard for his own. Called himself All-Father as if he was the creator and not the creator-destroyer. A small, covetous tyrant.
Ymir?
Huh? Oh, Sorry, my boy. You know, I think it best we just end it there, actually.
Should we dock on this beach?
Yeah, still a little bit sleepy, but and managing to stay awake somehow. I need to get something to eat though. Hungry. You see any of the Far Cry 6 gameplay they showed yesterday? I mean, the whole internet freaking exploded with it.
We're not getting in there without a key.
Oh, fuck's sake. I came to the wrong one. Getting ahead of myself.
Wow, it's like there was an entire city under the water.
Aye, lad. A forgotten city.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
was it called?
Well, I forgot.
the footage they showed us over the last couple of months was just, it was gameplay, but it didn't have any HUD, or it didn't show you any menus or customization or anything like that. This is the actual gameplay now. It's like the first 30 to 40 minutes of the game. A lot of the, you know, the big YouTubers, they get early access and they play it for like 4 or 5 hours and they give their thoughts and opinions and they upload footage that they're allowed to upload. And to be honest, I'm very overwhelmed because this one is not like the others. There's so much stuff that's going into this one. I wouldn't know where to start. And they weren't kidding about how many weapons are in it either. I've counted 80 so far.
I still can't believe his son would kill his own father. That's crazy, right? I know, we only got one side of the story. But come on, his own father? I mean, I get angry at you sometimes, but...
Do you?
I mean, sometimes, yeah. A little. But I'd never stab you in the back.
No. I imagine not.
This clan really didn't want anyone coming in. How are we supposed to get through?
There must be a way to lift the gate.
Maybe with the big water wheel.
My thought as well.
Well, that solves that treasure map.
There we go. That's a pretty good ringtone. It's the boy who's texting you.
Focus up, boy. When are you angry?
What?
With me. When?
Oh. I guess... sometimes when you don't think I can do something, but I can.
It is not always easy to know what.
It's okay. I get it. I'm little. Where's that whetstone, I wonder?
Oh, thank you, boys. Yeah, I tried Sons of Anarchy when it first came out. I watched most of the series, but it didn't really interest me at all. Not that I'm implying that it's a bad series, because it's not. It just wasn't me. And to be honest, that very rarely happens. You know, usually when I watch something, I enjoy it. And it's always that one that gets through.
What happened over there?
Well, I think in my case it's less about particular taste and more like some things just don't work, even no matter what they may be. You know, it could be any subject, even something I'm interested in, but it doesn't always work, you see. And there are many things I watched on television because, like, you know, so many things I hadn't seen before, but some of them I stopped watching because it just didn't quite track with me after a while. So...
Maybe traded.
Betrayal begets betrayal. My guess, the young one murdering his dad didn't sit well with the others.
He thought himself ready to lead. It cost him his life.
I guess.
Look there, lad. By his feet.
Well, I'll tell you what, mister. When you get Ghost of Tsushima, you better play it this time.
Yes.
Or I'll beat you somehow.
They did?
I think I said that last time. Shit.
That one, brother.
Oh yeah, he has the Infinity
It
Gauntlet.
must be really useful.
Well, lad, reavers have very specific priorities. If it's not shiny and you can't eat or drink it, might as well use it as a blunt object.
Boy, open this door. Well, I'll settle for completion. As long as you're patient now. I mean, the general thing is, pal. I mean, if you're gonna buy a big open world game with lots of characters and lots of dialogue and big story, you're gonna get lots of things like cutscenes and whatnot. You know, it's just you just have to go with it when you buy games like that.
Here, boy.
But if you know that maybe you might struggle to do it, then I'll just keep my distance. Oh, finally, I've got that. Give it. Where is it? Increase my luck. Oh shit. Didn't realise they were there. Should have known that, but I forgot. What's up, asshole? Come on, man.
Aye, give him what for?
What for? Give him what for? What for? Yeah, hold that. Alright, well, I trust you. I trust you. I believe it. But that's another thing as well, just remember, all of us, when we play these things for the first time, we don't understand the mechanics. That's why you've got to practice. Just remember, you got somebody here that knows the mechanics in and out.
Yes, sir.
You know, you can always ask me, I can always show you things. The truth is, it's an extremely challenging game. depending on what difficulty you're on as well. But even on smaller difficulties, it can be tough. And I'm playing it on hard plus, and it's so difficult. And it's not even the hardest difficulty. But I don't play on the hardest difficulty because I don't see the point. It's kind of like a 100% damage, 100% damage take sort of thing. Like you're very evenly matched with the enemy, and it eliminates the purpose of the loadouts and all that stuff. And that sort of thing I don't like. I prefer to have a straight up sort of challenge with it, where the enemy's tough, I'm tough, they can kill me or I'll kill them. You know. Well, hey man, nothing wrong with stealth in Ghost of Tsushima. You don't always have to be a samurai, you know. The stealth is satisfying. It's very satisfying when you pull it off correctly. You know, you feel very pleased with yourself. And of course, based on what you saw the other day when I was using the Saragami armor, which came with the DLC, that one is crazy. That was absolutely crazy. You saw what it was like when I was doing the parries or the dodges, and oh, the counter attacks were lethal, man. It was so cool. I was having way too much fun with that. So that's a high risk, high reward one, but it, it pays off.
You didn't happen to find the whetstone, perchance?
Wait, what? I got 6,000 XP. Oh, must be because I killed 30 ravens.
You found your whetstone.
That's alright.
Oh, wonderful! This staining is unusual.
The Reavers used it to smash another Reaver's face in.
Oh, wonderful. Here, for your trouble.
Thank you.
I can't wait to test out the new whetstone. It may not look like much, but it's practically humming with magic. I've needed a new one after my brother borrowed the last one. I saw him spit on it. To lube it up, he said. I didn't ask for it back.
Son of a...
Well, if you don't need it, don't buy it. I always say, not.
I always say, not. Alright, what's left? Okay, let's go and liberate V the god. Oh, you mean the fire grip? Or the one that he just gave me that heals you? Oh yeah, yeah. That is my favorite grip as well. I mean, look at me. I'm a level 3, 4 kind of Kratos at the minute, but I went to Muspelheim just to get that, and then I came back. I did one of the trials, so I had enough resources just to manufacture that grip. That's all I wanted. I haven't got any of the armor or anything else from that place, but because it's so easy to get the grip, I just went and got it and came back. That was it. Nice and simple. why the fuck not? Right, where am I going? What am I doing? This way. Oh yeah.
This waterfall is even bigger now that the water's dropped.
Yeah. You can travel to Muspelheim when you get back from Alfheim. You know, when you deal with the Dark Elves. When you come back, if you go to the places where you need to go and collect the ciphers, you can travel there as soon as you get back. There's nothing stopping you from going. If you want to go and do the trials at a low level, that's up to you. I'm not saying it's impossible. But one of the reasons I went to get that grip is because I'm at level 3, because I know it helps me out. And all you have to do is collect, was it 12 embers? That's the basic resource. So you can get 8 from a chest that's nearby, and then, or was it 4? 4 or 8? One of the two, I don't know. And then more from just completing the first trial, which is just kill the enemies before the timer runs out. Very easy.
How was that?
You did well.
Thank you, I'll take that shit. No, the trial was easy. All you have to do is eliminate 15 enemies in 2 minutes. They don't exactly send very difficult enemies after you, it's just Draugr. I mean, those are easily eliminated right there and then, and just finish that trial and then come back to Midgard.
Did you take a look at this?
That's
What
it.
dear would have been pleased as peaches knowing these offerings were being turned to armor.
Did you know him? What was he like?
Never you mind, boy. Tyr's dead. Best not to dig up the past.
The dwarf speaks wisely, for once.
What do you mean justice and war? I thought I
Okay,
did
what's
this. Where's...
Say the word, kid.
I'm confused. I say I know I manufacture some of Tyr's armor. Don't give me that shit. Stupid game. shit, where'd you come from? Cheeky little mutt. Where are you?
I'm ready. What happened to these people?
Follow the clues.
Okay. Well, scorch marks. They're all grouped together. So maybe they were hiding from some kind of fire breather. But they died anyways. Watch out!
I heard you that time, fuck off.
Enemy down! Wow. How do you even begin to build statues this big?
Dwarves are resourceful creatures. Annoying, but resourceful.
I guess they must have been pretty important dwarves.
There's that motherfucking statue.
Well, here it is. It's gotta have a weak point. Somewhere.
Just used to be level 5, kill him. Where's the other one? Here you are.
That takes care of that. There he goes. Was he planning on doing this himself? He looks about ready to topple over. Take that, Thor. He wasn't so tough.
Gods do not fall this easily, boy.
I know. I was just joking.
Nor are they a joking matter.
Sorry.
Fucking Thor is not gonna fall that easily, that's for sure. It's gonna be a mighty bastard. Loot the grave.
His father's grave. Find anything good?
Perhaps.
Yep, a little piece of Thor. Not bad.
Father, why did the gods cause so much trouble for us?
Because that is their nature.
Because they're dicks.
But with all that power, you would think at least some of them would try to make life better for people.
And yet, the gods continue to spread misery. This is life, boy.
That sounds like a dragon.
That's because it is a dragon.
I'm ready.
Come on, try that again. Die! Come here, you little cat. Oh, you snake that looks like a cat.
It is a dragon. Is this one chained up too?
Atreus, to me.
Oh, a lightning build's not difficult. And to be honest, there's only really one build you can do with it. It just, I think you have to have good luck though, so that the perks for the Thor's lightning thing activate often. Of course, if enemies are getting electrocuted and you're shooting them with Atreus's lightning arrows, they work very well together. Everything around you is just like just getting electrocuted, left, right, and center. Can't do much. Stick your hand in that hole.
One more for the collection.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I set a little trap for you?
Watch out for the dragon breath.
I am aware of it, boy.
Oh shit.
A chained dragon? My mother used to tell me stories. Can you help him?
This dragon is dangerous.
I guess so. But it sounds so sad.
I'm sure you get sad from all the roaring fire.
Wouldn't want to be that guy.
Shit. Don't you hit me with that.
Ready yourself, boy.
Oh no. Ghost hasn't worn me out. I'm just I just want to play this as well, but it's because I've been sleeping most of the day. So therefore streaming at night is not easy because I'm sleeping most of the night away. So I'm trying to squeeze it in the afternoon like I'm doing now. I want to try and fix my clock. I'm not sleeping at abnormal hours. Not that I can help it because of the pain. I'm just doing my best.
There were 3 rooms on the pedestal.
I'm still making the DLC content for it.
Does not concern us.
And the occasional stream.
It's what Mother would have wanted. And it just seems right.
But my love for God of War never dies.
Your enemies will not hesitate to use them against you.
Yes, sir. This must have been a small settlement. dangerous to destroy the other ones.
If it was your mother's wish.
Yeah.
You are too eager, boy. It may attack us, and we will be forced to kill it.
Oh, good point. I'll be ready.
We will see.
Yeah, yes, I've been off for a few weeks already because of it. I went for a blood test yesterday, so I'm going to be referred to the hospital now. Either the pain clinic department or spinal treatment and stuff like that. Because I'm out of options now. I mean, the only reason this happened is because my health was neglected at work, so there is that. But, I'm out of options. But then I'm also saying it could be worse, because last year when I had it, it was far worse. I was in absolute agony. I couldn't even sleep. But that's not the case this time. No, let them stand there, we'll be back. And just get this. Greetings, bouncers. Bounce, boy. Don't you do that. Got your treasure. I killed your eyeball. Yeah, but the kicker is, because we're so backlogged with the COVID problem we've had for the last year, the idea of me getting any kind of treatment soon is practically ludicrous. The referral's probably going to take months at least, so the joke about it is I'll probably end up going back to work by myself, because I'll just end up recovering before I get referred. That's the thing that I find kind of amusing about it.
It means to believe, or to have faith in. So they still have faith in their king? Even after you got so many of them killed?
It is a command to have faith despite his failures.
Hold on to your pot.
Look here.
Potheads.
Another.
It's Scotty. Mother liked her. A great huntress.
That's right. Queen of the hunt, they called her.
That's her father. And all the animals she hunted.
He taught her well.
In the last panel. Her father again.
Yeah, they just guarding the door. I just thought bouncers.
Still there.
I don't even know where that one came
Quite a
from.
story.
this place.
A ruin.
Well, yeah. But if a dwarf built it, they must have been impressive back in the rule.
Mm-hmm. So you said. Met quite a few bouncers, or I know a lot of people that are bouncers or been bouncers. Not something I would do, that's for sure.
Nicely done.
Is he dead? Good.
That's the last one. I guess now we find out if dragons can be grateful or not.
Shit. Oh, I missed one outside. I know that's the last horn. Want some ice cream? Here. You stay there. Take me to your dealer.
Father? You may want to see this.
Oh, I see it.
That lever over there will free him.
You will attack.
I know, but it feels wrong to keep something caged like this.
Your emotions again, boy.
You can't hear their thoughts. I can.
Ignore them, and ready yourself.
Okay.
Well, it's the best way to get past the bouncer. Hey, big boy. You're a hot one, aren't you? Release the dog.
What is the beast thinking now?
Well, nothing. But he was grateful to die in battle, instead of rotting in the cage.
Your skill is improving. You fought well, Atreus.
Thank you, Father.
Don't ever feed the trolls. Leviathan's Wake. Yep. Thank you. Well, I have no idea. I mean, he had it down there with him. He was sitting beside him.
Fresh air feels good.
Maybe he had it with him when when he was knocked down there or trapped in there. Because the dwarf that was in charge of this area, he was trapping all kinds of things. I mean, look what he did here. That's him. He did that.
Yes, sir.
He's a fucking maniac. That's why he died. I know his men were going out and capturing creatures, because I remember reading the scrolls that were written down all over this place. I've got to wonder how he captured the dragons. And they're bigger.
You're welcome.
That's alright, he's grateful. He's grateful. I can tell. Right, where's that ornament? It's over here, isn't it? Yep.
Want to see what we can trade those for? So, what happened to all the people who lived here?
Follow the clues, boy.
Right, we need to go back to the spirit.
Follow clues.
And then we need to
so there
go
was
back
an
to the
evil
other
dwarf
spirit.
king, and he made all these people hunt monsters. The people put them in cages, and then I don't know.
Well, I'm missing a clue.
Back inside the castle?
No. There is nothing more for us inside. But stay alert for chained dragons, boy. Perhaps you'll uncover more about this dwarf king.
Actually, I thought of that one already and I didn't like it. That one's just a little bit too... I don't know what the word is I would use for that. Somewhere between convenient and... like... okay, why? Something like that. And then again, like I've said, I'm not convinced that Kratos is going to walk away from that first fight. I think he's going to get his ass handed to him. The thing, the image I've had in my head is that he gets beat or he gets killed. And Atreus has to disappear by himself for a while. So you sort of end up playing as him. And I think that because the Valkyries have been saved, they intervene and they do something to help Kratos because they are indebted to him. And they're back in control of Valhalla and, you know, the dead and all that stuff. So he has to get out of Valhalla maybe. And Atreus goes off by himself and runs away from Thor. Not that that's a bad idea, because my guess is the head would tell him to run away. I would.
What can you tell me about
That's the kind of images that are going around my head.
She was called Skadi, Queen of the Hunt. Her father was
I mean, I'd like
Yahtzee,
to be able to play
who
as
could take
Atreus
shape
in the
of
next
any
game. It'd be
wild
nice to be able to
creature
switch between the
and
two of them.
taught Skadi how to hunt them all.
I think that'd be
From the
pretty
ribs of
neat.
pack-beasts, she fashioned second feet, allowing her to glide upon the snow so no animal could evade her. She became a huntress beyond compare, even to any god. Odin himself wanted her for his bride, believing she would bear him strong sons.
Strong
But she
sons.
spurned his affections, and for that insult, Odin vowed revenge. It was put forth that the Aesir were plagued by an eagle who would steal the precious golden apples of Idun.
No, I don't believe for a second Atreus would be raised by them. I don't believe that. I think he's too intelligent for that. And according to the lore that takes place after this game, which is in written form and everything like that, Atreus has made it very clear he absolutely despises Thor and Odin and he wants them dead. Which is something that concerns Kratos because that was the path that he went down. And look what happened when he wanted the gods dead. He killed them. But the thing is, Ragnarok's already going to be happening. It's only like 3 years away.
You there? Have you destroyed
And
the statue?
I think it's not enough time to sort of develop that. You know, there's going to be a war.
The statue stands no longer, Spirit.
Then my bond of this realm is severed.
But it is always possible, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I consider all possibilities. It's always possible, but I don't think that would happen. Thor and Odin are just vicious fucking pricks. Nasty sons of bitches.
He is a fool.
I do believe that if and when they do beat Thor, I'm convinced that Atreus is the one that's going to get the hammer. Because one thing I do know about him, which has been confirmed anyways, he has lightning abilities that he's got from Zeus. He's got his father's rage, but he's got Zeus's lightning. And I think it's poetic justice. It makes sense, because I mean, you sort of have to have a lightning ability to make the hammer work properly, and he's got it. So who better to use the hammer than him? It makes sense because he wants to kill them, and I believe it's justice for his people, the giants.
Was I? Oh yes.
It makes sense that he would want them dead, and I would totally back that up.
Rumors that Aesir were plagued by an eagle. Not even the finest archer among the gods could bring it down. Odin knew that Skadi could not resist the temptation to prove herself superior, and so she joined the hunt. Skadi tracked the eagle as it flew where she alone could glide, and loosed an arrow from her unerring bow. When she collected her quarry, she found no eagle at all, but her own father, poor Thiotzi, slain by his own daughter. She was overcome with grief and shame, for there is nothing nature so reviles as a child who kills their parent. Skadi succumbed to her fate as winter's blanket fell, holding her father as the mountain held her in an embrace to last eternity.
Oh yeah, the wolves, yeah. You see on the mural at the end that he's by himself and he's got the wolves with him. That's what tells me that he is going to go off on it by himself for a while. I mean, the only thing that would separate him from his father is if his father is beaten somehow. And it would take an opponent like Thor to bring him down. See, everyone, well not everyone, most people think that, oh no god can beat Kratos. Well, like, fuck. Can no god beat Kratos? He has been beaten already a few times, he just kept coming back. But there's always other gods out there that must be as strong as him. Or stronger. We don't know that because there are pantheons all over the world. We don't know what all these gods can do. They have different magics. You know, different ways of life, different ways of doing things. And I still think if anyone is going to beat Kratos, it's got to be Thor. I don't know who else could do it. At least not yet, anyway. And if Thor was to be beaten so easily, everyone's going to say, oh, Thor was weak, he was a pussy. But I'm like, well, you want Kratos to win, but you complain when he does win. Make up your fucking mind, you hypocrites. That's what I've been saying to people. I don't want Kratos to beat Thor so easily. I want him to have a challenging opponent. Because that's what makes for a good story. I definitely don't get the impression that Thor is easy. Alright, let's go and talk to this spirit. Oh, what's that? Oh, thank you. But the other, I mean, people talk about Thor. But what about Odin? Because, I mean, Odin is the god of many things, including war himself. And he is the king. He's a great fighter, he's very powerful. Now, I mean, do you think Odin's going to go down so easily? Because I don't believe that either. Because, I mean, he's obviously going to be the last guy you've got to take out within the next, what, 3 games, is it? 1, 2, 3? Yeah. Grand total of 3. Odin's not going to be easy. He's going to be tough.
He was betrayed too. And we found part of his journal. It sounded like he regretted killing you.
Fat lot of good that does me.
How'd he go out? He died fighting?
We found 4 corpses near his. They were decapitated.
Ha! Vandrid always did keep his sword nice and sharp.
Well, Kratos being old is not really a factor when it comes to whether he can beat them or not. Because these gods live for thousands of years, and look how old Odin is. Look how old Thor is. You know, just because they're old, they only age to a certain extent, and then they don't die of old age.
Maybe so.
I'd be more worried about the older gods anyway because they're experienced. The younger ones are not as experienced as the older ones, and experience is far more valuable than inexperience. That I can tell you. I like this version of Kratos because he's calmed down. He's not on an unstoppable rampage like he was in the old games, because he was just running purely on anger, and that's when his strength peaks. I think that one of the scariest things I can actually imagine is that he uses his rage when Thor fights him, but then it just so happens that Thor is strong enough to withstand it. He looks him right in the eye and Thor is just beating him down or something. I'm like, whoa, fuck that, man. That's the kind of thing I think is scary. It's possible, but you know, it's just a thing. What I would like to see is something that one of my friends suggested. I'd like to see these two, both of them using their Spartan rage on Thor at the same time and just beating him to a holy pulp when he's eventually weakened. That would be a good way to kill him. Fucking irony in that.
Wait, no, yes, come in.
Well, let me sell this shit.
Done and done.
Nope.
Ace tight. Who knew?
Yes, please.
Looks amazing.
Oh shit, you can get 3? I didn't know that. I thought it was only 2. Give me that then.
Clarity, good help. Fine piece of work. If I say so. Myself. Happy to provide.
Thank you. That's better. Can use Tears gauntlets. Tears shard. Bari soul. That's a pretty good start. Now we're getting somewhere. So now my status is more or less balanced out. That's how I prefer it. Right, boy. What are we doing? That's a good question. What are we doing? I've forgotten something. Fuck's sake. I've forgotten something. Oh yeah, let's get these 2 treasures, that's it. Alright, see you later, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy. What the fuck? Press it. Well, keep on dreaming, pal, because I can't see that happening anytime soon. Or ever. That wouldn't even make sense. Besides, I think he's a little bit too violent and too messed up in the head to
There's something down there.
make an appearance in the MCU, especially given the damage he's done. Right, where are we? What are we doing? Where's the statue? There it is.
I still can't believe he ate it. Should we dock on this beach? Another piece of the language cipher. Good.
Keep on climbing.
Okay, here we go. How was that?
Adequate.
Give me that treasure.
Well, that solves that treasure map.
Here, boy. Another one.
This one is Thrym, a frost giant king.
Correct. A cunning one as well.
Is that Mjolnir? Did he steal Thor's hammer?
Aye, for a time.
A lot of these seem to end with Thor killing them.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that stupid giant got hold of the hammer and then gave it back to him. What a moron. I don't know why everybody calls it Ragnarok. The director's already confirmed that's not even what it's going to be called. It's just a sequel, that's all it is at this point. It wouldn't make sense anyway, because Ragnarok is going to be the third game. It's too soon. Give me your bits and pieces.
That's some statue. Who built it, you think?
I do not know.
I don't know who built it, but I can tell you who destroyed it. Haha.
Lemire, why don't you tell us the story of the giant that stole Thor's hammer?
Happily, my boy. It involves your friend Freya, too, though I don't expect it's one she'd enjoy being reminded of. The giant was called Thrym, and he proved cunning enough to make off with Mjolnir while the Thunder Lummox slept. Sadly for Thrym, he didn't always think with his brain. Though he had robbed the greatest giant killer of his greatest weapon, he offered to trade it back to the Aesir in exchange for Freya as his bride. Now, at this point, Freya was married to Odin, and Odin, frankly, would have traded her for a sufficiently strong mead, but he saw an opportunity here. Thrym's palace was in Jotunheim, and only giants know the way. By agreeing to the marriage, they'd have to escort Freya back to their realm. So, Odin coerced Freya into using her Seithar magics to conceal Thor, so he could sneak along with her and infiltrate Jotunheim. When the hammer
What
was
is that?
produced,
Oh no,
the wedding
I'm not
dowry,
touching that.
Thor revealed himself. He took back Mjolnir and wasted no time in smashing Thrym's skull, followed by every other giant present for festivities. The only thing that put a stop to it was Freya, who wanted no part of this massacre. She cast a powerful spell that hurtled them both out of Jotunheim with no means of return. Odin was livid, hoping that Thor's foothold in Jotunheim would become his own. And oh, would he ever revenge himself upon Freya?
What is the point of this story, Head?
And we'll pick this up later.
Odin was livid. That'd be quite funny. Ay, 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 ay. What time is it? Alright, I'm gonna disappear and take a break. I need to get something to eat as well. Yeah. Oh dear. Alright, everyone, thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye now.